Hi everyone, welcome to my garden again today. We're gonna head to the house for some juicing, and first we'll weigh the tomatoes. Wednesday night, this one's almost 5 pounds on the icicle shaped ones. The BK Brown is almost 4¼ pounds. Okay, it weighs on at almost 7¼ pounds. And then this last load of big ones is over 8¼ almost 8½. The hardest part about all this is making sure your containers, your jars, whatever you're going to put them in is clean, and then the food processor, juicer, whatever you're using, even though it was clean and stored, you still need to clean it again to make sure nothing's in it. Get all your tomatoes prepped ahead of time. Put them in a container of water after you clean them and let them soak, and that'll keep away fruit flies. And go ahead and cut them up and take out all the areas that need to be removed if you're going to freeze the juice. Go ahead and remove the green parts and take out all the parts you don't want to dehydrate to turn into a powder if you're going to powder this right here really doesn't matter. You can leave that in. But in order to make it fit in the juicer, I'm going to have to cut it in half. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove this really hard core. Anything that I'm not using will go back into the garden as compost. But let me get all these cut up and I'll bring you right back. Not all tomatoes will have a core, but this one I just took a knife in and cut the core out, and then I'll quarter this up. And I should talk about too, this is more of an eating tomato. It's really meaty versus a juice tomato that's more juice than meat. This one's more of a meat tomato too. I don't really have a lot of juice tomatoes this year. Let's look at this one. See, that one's more meatier and less juice too. So in order to have a variety in the garden, you should plant meat and juice tomatoes, sandwich tomatoes, and paste tomatoes, and that way you've got a good variety to do whatever you need for the year. I'm just going to show you a little bit of the processing. Fill up the thing here. It comes out over here. When you put it in a jar, almost right away you can see the separation of water and liquid in the container and in this container. This is fresh, and the reason it's kind of pink versus red is tomato juice in the stores actually got some beet juice in it, and the flavor or the color of beets actually dyes the tomato juice red, so you can blend up or puree or juice some beets and add it to here and get the color and the flavors or the nutrition from the beets also into your juice. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see how I turn the pulp here into a powder that you can add to soups or chili or whatever you'd like. You can store them in the freezer, and in this tray here I've got tomato juice ice cubes. I guess that's it for the juicing today. I use juice a lot to help lower the blood sugar levels for my husband's diabetes, and I've got a number of different things that I can show you if you'd like to see more juicing videos. But for now, I'll close. I hope you all have a wonderful day and happy gardening.